It is 2026 Topps release day. Yes, the Series 1 is here. Baseball season is just around the corner. My son's baseball team has already started practices and their first games are next week. We're going to be busting open 4 different packs that you can buy. I'm going to tell you exactly what I paid for them, what you got in it. I'm not here to say that I made good decisions. I'm here to help you make the best decision for you. So we're going to do a breakdown. I bought all of these from my local hobby shop, East West Sports Cards, out of Naples, Florida. An absolutely awesome place. And so I'm happy to give them my business because they've done so much stuff for my kids and for this community as a whole. So here is the breakdown. We're going to be opening 4 different packs, and then stay tuned to the end. We're going to have an Easter egg for you here as well, a bonus that we're going to do. All right, so the first pack that we have right here. All right, we're going to bring this out in front of you. This is the retail fat pack. Okay, this is a retail fat pack. This was $8 for 36 cards. I have not opened anything yet. So this is literally my first pack of 2026 Topps. We're doing single pack Magic. These all came from relatively fresh. I was not the first one to buy from the boxes, but I did get a pretty good choice of everything. All right, so here we go. As we are opening up, this is feeling like, is that Stars of the MLB? So here we'll throw some of this stuff. I guess we're backwards here. All right, well, I am a Mets fan, so we're going to start out the season right here with a New York Mets team card here. Matt Olson, let me know what you guys think of the design. Of course, I'm assuming that we're probably going to get some doubles as we go through since we're buying different types of packs. Kyle Stowers, Ke'Bryan Hayes, looks different in a Reds uniform. Chicago Cubs, Julio. Got that. Taylor Trammell, Kevin Gausman, Ryan McMahon, Jacob Mizrowski. Got the Oakland A's, Brian Bello, O'Neill Cruz, nice little action shot here. Bradley Rodriguez, Brendan Donovan, Houston Astros, good old Bobby Witt Jr., Bryce Terang, Luke Kershaw. Got the combo card, Bo Bichette, who is also now a New York Met, Jeffrey Springs, Clay Holmes, Kumar Rocker with the Future Stars, Bronx Buddies, Grant Holmes, Sean Manaea, lots of Mets in here. Mets fans. Hayden Bergson, Royals, Jurickson Profar, Ben Rice, Colby Thomas, Nico Horner. All right, so what do we got here? So we got, and I don't know all the names of these parallels off the top of my head. We're just opening up, but we definitely have a parallel here on the Gabriel Moreno. We've got the Profiles by Ken Griffey Jr. This reminds me, I think this is like from like 94 or something like that. They did Profiles cards like this. So that's the Pete Crow Armstrong. We've got an Ellie, Titans of the Game. I like that design. That looks pretty cool. And then, of course, not going anywhere without the Stars of the MLB. Here's the Roman Anthony, Stars of the MLB. So we had, 4 cards here, 4 inserts, and of course, lots and lots of base is what you're going to get here. But that's 36 cards for $8. That is a retail fat pack. So that's what you can probably find on the hangers at, Walmart, Target. All right, next. And again, these are the card shop prices. You're probably going to pay a little bit less if you can find them in retail stores. Retail hanger is 59 cards for $15 here. All right. So, generally speaking, you're going to expect the biggest of the hits to come from, the hobby packs. But good things can be found. This is the style that you're going to see. It's going to come in a box and then all bagged up like that. Usually, if I remember right, usually they put everything in the middle, but it looks like there's stuff on the bottom this time. So, all right. So this is retail hanger. This was $15 at the card shop. Again, you might be able to get it just a little bit cheaper. All right, we're going to kind of fly through the base a little bit, but there is definitely a lot more stuff in here. I'm going to tell you, I think we have a numbered card too. So but this whole stack here, a lot more. My gut reaction says a retail hanger is going to be a lot better buy for you than a retail fat pack. So you don't get twice the cards necessarily, but you're gonna maybe get twice the chance of inserts and different things like that. All right, so Larnach, Louder, Fried, Crochet, Rodon, Jose Ramirez, Yuri Perez, Isaac Collins, Diamondbacks, Nolan Arenado, make sure you guys can see this here, Carlos Estevez, Joey Loperfido, Luinder Avila, sorry, some of these guys, I am probably butchering their names, Bryce Harper, Bubba Chandler, Ryan Nelson, Ryan Jeffers, Freddie Peralta, now on the New York Mets as well. There's Luis Angel Acuna, not on the Mets anymore. Joe Adell, Andrew Vaughn, Mike Yastrzemski, Philadelphia Phillies, Jackson Merrill, Tommy Edman, Carlos Cortez. There's another Jacob Mizrowski, another Oakland A's. So these are some repeats here. Brian Bello, O'Neill Cruz, right? So we're kind of part of that same thing here. There's Bobby Witt Jr., so we're overlapping in where some of that pack was done. Mookie Betts, Jacob Young, Oakland A's. There's Ronald Acuna Jr., Hunter Brown, Chandler Simpson, Boston Red Sox, Colton Cowser, Jesus Luzardo, Bryce Matthews, Daniel Palencia, Xander Bogaerts, Joe Rock, Jake Fraley, Heliot Ramos. Hey, and there's a Shohei. Not like it's that much because it is a base card, but we have that. All right, now let's see what's hiding under Javier Baez. We do have a gold card. It is the Style and Smiles Gold. That is serial numbered out of 2026. So we've got that. We've got a Mookie Betts here. So that's that same parallel. We got a Paul Skeens. Ooh, this all tops here. I like that. That design looks really good. Okay, then what else do we have here? Oh, we got the Jackson Holiday and the Quinn Priester. Yeah, I would for sure say this is a whole lot more fun. Then we got the Corbin Carroll here. There's the Titans of the game with an Aaron Judge. Samuel Basallo with the Stars of the MLB. And then, we got a Shohei, also Titans of the game. So we got a Shohei and an Aaron Judge. And then we also got the Mike Trout in the Stars of the MLB. Of course, those Stars of the MLB. But if you just compare between those two, I mean, we had 4 parallels and inserts from the retail fat pack, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, including a serial number card. So right now, hangers are bangers. Looks to be where we would start. And of course, it always helps when you're hitting Shohei Ohtani inserts and different things like that. It makes it a lot better. All right, now we're on to the hobby packs. I have very low expectations because I picked really poorly. I think this is way overpriced. This hobby pack was 12 cards for $7. So again, I have a very low expectation. I think if you're going to buy hobby, you're best to just buy a whole hobby box. That's what my gut says, but let's see. Never know. Never know. We'll see what we're going to find in here. All right, there's the David Peterson. So again, lots of Mets. Chandler Simpson, Style and Smiles. I think that's the 3rd or 4th time. There's a Dodgers duo with the Shohei on it. Dean Kramer, Zach Wheeler, Cam Schlitter, Jack Leiter, Drew Gilbert, Riley Green. Got a Corbin Carroll, Profiles by Ken Griffey Jr., Sonny Gray. So $7 for 12 cards, and I would say that's a pretty disappointing rip. I would not recommend that. Again, I'm still thinking retail hanger so far, but we have one more to go here. We've got the Hobby Jumbo. This is 40 cards. 40 cards, and it's $27. So you're going here. Where am I going between these two? Well, I mean, we'll evaluate, but you can go 59 cards in the retail hanger for 15 or a hobby jumbo. Again, you're hoping for a big hit. And I think you're better off, again, if you're going to do hobby, buy the box. Buy a hobby box. And then at least you're guaranteed to get the hit that is somewhere in the box because you're chasing autographs and different things here. All right. Pavin Smith, Sean Manaea, Hayden Birdsong. Again, some of these we are doubling, tripling up on. Joey Bart, Gibson Long, Aranda, Acosta, Batista, Turner, Taylor, Bush, Gonzalez, Corona, Andrew Abbott, more Athletics, Brian Bello, O'Neill Cruz. I think that's our 3rd one already. Astros, there's Bobby Witt Jr. again, probably our 3rd one. All right, we got a backwards card. What do we got? Is that just a rainbow foil? Looks like it's just a rainbow foil on the Lawrence Butler. Got the Jacob Wilson here. And then we've got the 2025 greatest hits, Michael Bush. So that's an insert we haven't seen yet. All right. And then we've got National League leaders with the Skeens, Soriano, Joe Ryan, Kobe Mayo. You got the National League leaders there. Scooble, Cabrera. So again, I mean, for your value, by far, retail hanger. If you're just looking to open something and have some fun, get a chance at some numbered cards, you're probably not going to see a ton of autographs. That is where I am going. I would only recommend doing hobby as if you're going to buy the whole box. So buy a sealed box if you're going to do that. So that way you get the hit. Otherwise, you're just chasing a hit and you are probably not going to hit it. But so far, I would say retail hanger. Now, I'd said stay tuned to the end for an Easter egg because we literally have an Easter egg. This is the retail Easter egg. This is 59 cards for $15. Same exact price as the retail hanger box that we had. And so so I'm going to put that here. We're kind of running out of room. I'm going to actually have to get like something to cut this open here. So let's see. There are supposed to be some exclusive parallels in the Easter eggs here. And my kids were already fighting over who gets the Easter egg. All right, sorry. Trying to tear this thing open here. All right. Well, there we go. So, reminds you, similar to what you're going to find in a retail hanger. All right, and then the case is just like this. There was a bunch of different designs. There's like, I don't know, I'm going to say there was like 3 or 4 different designs on the Easter egg. So, it's probably more of a kid-focused type of thing. So, I'm not expecting there to be a ton of hits in this. But let's see. Well, we do see a Mickey Mantle here on the back. But it is not the Mickey Mantle. There is a 1952 Mickey Mantle somewhere in here. All right, we'll go through all this stuff here. Trevor McGill, Matt Shaw, Washington Nationals, Byron Buxton, Otto Lopez, Devin Williams. He's now with the Mets as well. Dodgers, Corey Seager, Michael Wacha, C.J. Abrams, Pearson Ole, Pete Crow Armstrong, Ryan McMahon, Jacob Mizrowski. Again, oh, there's O'Neill Cruz times 4. Times 4. So, I don't know. You can say what you want. There's Bobby Witt Jr., I think, times 4 as well. All right. Ronald Acuna Jr., Hunter Brown. Again, we've seen almost all of these cards already with, you know, like 330 cards. There's a Shohei. And I don't know if you guys can see. This Shohei is like messed up coming out of here. Can you see that? That's packed fresh. There's a ding there. There's multiple dings all up along here on the Shohei here. That's from the Easter egg. Javier Baez. Again, repeats. We already have multiple here. All right. Let's see what we have here. We're going to throw those cards up in the top right here. We've got the Admit 1, Pete Crow Armstrong. That's kind of a cool card, like a movie ticket card here. Ooh. There's Mason Barnett. And I don't know what this parallel is, but that looks cool. Nathan Church. That one is not serial numbered. Okay, here's another one. So it's kind of like green spring. Shota Imanaga. Oh, and then we got the Roman Anthony. All right. Stars of MLB. Got the Jose Ramirez, and then the Mickey Mantle in the 1991 Topps design. So fun for kids, I would say, but not anything crazy there. I would imagine that those parallels are not going to be worth anything crazy just for people who are chasing rainbows. So, again, it's one pack. It's hard to make a full, complete judgment based on everything. But I feel like the retail fat pack, you just end up with way more base than what you should. The hanger seems to be the ultimate. Now again, it helps that I got numbered cards and a nice Skeens insert, but parallels, and it helps that I Shohei Ohtani and stuff. The hobby pack, I would say definitely not worth just buying individual hobby packs. You'd be much better off buying one retail hanger than just a random hobby pack. Hobby jumbo, same thing. Again, if you're gonna go hobby, just buy the whole box. And then the Easter egg, it's going to be fun for kids is kind of what my gut reaction is if you kind of get sick of seeing the same design over and over again.